Hey y'all, I'm here to flip through my December setup, finished setup, and to show you just some of the things that I enjoy in here. I know I get a lot of inspiration by watching others. Quick flips, full detailed flips, all the flips are so much fun. So I'm gonna join the ranks here today and show you a full flip through of this setup. I'm also eager to show this because, this January now, which I'm planning to do a little beginner flip of this one as well, is my third month, and obviously we're only into it a little bit, but of doing this dual setup. And so that's to say that I have rings and strings going on. And so now I've tried it November and December in full. I did this layout and I loved it. And I also set up my January the same way because it's working really well. So hopefully will inspire you. If you have any questions, be sure to pop them below. Welcome to new subscribers. We actually have a few now. So thank you guys for coming along, and let's dive in. So that's a little chatty intro. I did use my dashwood. I got a antiqued dashwood, and it's got teeny tiny little black speckles. It's the chic sparrow and nice little dark corners. I had two covers that I used for December, but this is the last one I got into and stuck right in it because the color scheme's beautiful. I decorate my pockets. In this case, I had some Shop My Stash things, as well as the new CocoaDaisy kit stuff. Kind of kept it simple, nothing too wild this month, just a few cutesies. I started doing these little month welcome pages with a nice little quote that goes with my word of the year. I did this for November and December, and now I've designed a whole set to go with my January or my 2024 word. So they're a great little just open up and reminder that I have that word, give me some inspiration. It's just printed on some vellum. A little monthly sticker a day. This is a challenge for me still because my stickers are not organized in a way that my brain likes. Yet every time I go around to organize my stickers, it's just not happening right now. So there's a couple on here. I really love when I get that full. Here's hoping we can pull it off this month. This time I just put the little December card. I added a little washi to change the design on the side some. And that way I had sort of a check each day. It also made me come to this section when I go to do like my nightly trackers, which I was thinking would remind me to do the stickers, and it did remind me, but it would remind me when I wasn't anywhere near my stickers, so I couldn't do my stickers, so I didn't do my sticker. Long story, but I did mark these off. And then I set up this cute little goals card. It's just one of the CocoaDaisy cards. I put one of the little puffy stickers, and then just used various stickers and markers and things to set up my goals. You'll see there's some whiteout if I hold it just right, but in person and with the right angle, the neutral angle of it, you can't even see the whiteout, but I just made the sections bigger for my 4 goals that I had for December, and I was able to reach them all. But coming here and having that reminder of what I had in mind to do was really nice. Quick decoration. This spread, this is the one I actually posted over on my Instagram. I love it. I did this for November and kept it up here, and it is so fun. You would not think these teeny tiny pictures would be worth it. They're so small. They're at literally 0.75, so 3/4 of an inch tall, is the largest that'll fit there because my boxes are an inch. And it's so cute. So some days just have little notes. Other days, I got a little bit more creative on some of the things. I do keep my trash system, my laundry plan, holidays, and a few things like that are on here. So when I make it for the beginning of the month, which you can see in the January flip through of the setup, but then adding this little bit of memory keeping really quick and short has been very fun. And then when it's done, look at it. It's gorgeous. So I've been really excited to have that be a change and a little bit more of a job for this page. I did a really good tracker for some of my vitamins. I really liked how these little decorated ones came out, so that's something I will continue to do. I attempted to bring my social media tracker back a little bit. I ended up drifting off halfway through the month of actually keeping track of what I was doing, and it's still a work in progress of this. I do have a day job. I run a business. I am an entrepreneur. I'm a dog trainer, and so that keeps me very busy. And the filming and craft stuff is a lovely hobby I would like to grow, but we keep kind of hopping back and forth on this thought. So it's a tracker, it's there, has a list in the back, so that way I like to try and keep track of when I post the things to sort of see when posting was working. But like I said, work in progress on that, but that is there. Then my weeks have been lovely. They've been going very well. This setup I've been doing for quite a bit now. And so it starts with the beginning of the month. Just use some stickers. I put work appointments and personal appointments in the 2 columns. I do mark the weather, and then on this side of it, I make my meal plan. This is actually, where is my card? There he is. So when I make my meal plan, I have little meal stickers, little Post-its that I have of all my favorite meals. And so I make my meal plan on here. I love the Post-it system because they're very easily switched around. So when things happen, because life, I can really change it up. I can keep notes for any of like the daytime snacks or leftovers that I have. In this case, like I had a slap fish coupon, so I planned it on an errand day. So that's a really handy little guy. This part of the meal plan is what actually happened. Not a vital sort of tracking, but I enjoy it. I like kind of seeing what I've had. And then if you do deal with leftovers at all, it's really nice to know when did you have that? So that way you can make your leftover time frame. So anyway, meals, looks like my page actually got a little wet there. Somebody kissed it. The month at a glance, I highlight the week that it is. This is generally a running inbox, just a kind of to-do list. I had some goal breakdowns here as far as photo labeling. I do a habit focus. I leave this to where I can fill it every week because I can change that focus and keep some weeks super simple, some weeks, a little bit more brave. Really, really nice. And then my chores, I have a breakdown, and this is probably something you'll have to let me know in the comments if you want to see my master chore routine. It's not quite Fly Lady, but it's sort of a deviant of. I have a yearly and a monthly master list for each, and so I look at those and then I move what I can accomplish that's supposed to be done this chunk. I can put it here for this week, and then I'll highlight the day if I have like specific, I know I really want to do it that day. I'll highlight it, and then I also will leave it not highlighted if it doesn't matter when in the day it needs, or in the week it needs to get done. I used to have these pages reversed, so that way I'd have this week and this week's information on the same spread this way, but it was kind of hard on that front page. Anyway, I've just been doing it right here where this is the week. The tab is nice on there. The main reason is because I like to kind of know my weather for my weather and my appointments for my meal plan, as well as my tasks and things. So just being able, but it's not so hard to flip it back and forth. I haven't found it to be a problem. And it's faster to print. You don't have to worry about which goes where. So I do that for each week. This week I didn't have any personal things, only work things. Filled in the weather, very big list. I had some notes that I wanted to keep that week, so I used that section for that. This time I used that section for one of the stickies for a cute quote. This week I think I left it blank. I've put pictures there. I've put big hand lettered quotes there. There's lots of options. I have grown this. I've made this section just a little bit bigger in my January one. But all of the weeks, I do have the tabs cascading down the side, so that way it's really easy just to flip to the week I want to get to. And then I will typically move this as well throughout that time. These are scored so they can come out really easy. And so all the weeks were on this side of the tab to begin with. And when I'm finished with a week, I would move it on this side of it. So all I could do is flip here to get to my current week, and then I could flip the little tabs to get to the specific week if I needed it. And it worked really, really well. Backup just dashboard to keep it nice and thick for all the writing I was doing. I've been using these. I hope CocoaDaisy makes more of these because I love them for my highlighters. They fit the mild liner highlighter perfect. And so they're just a sticky pen loop. I chose to do it on a little bit harder of one of the paper backers. Added a pocket so I was able to stick stuff there throughout the month for my notes section. Just happened to have an extra picture because my sprocket decided to spit out two of my cute puppy. And then some notes section is notes, of course, any post-its, any just random papers. I've stuck receipts back here, as well as a running inbox. I have these inbox sheets that I print and can fill them out and process. So these ones are processed, put in my Trello system, so I just left them in here so I could show you them. But I'll usually have some blank scored papers. Often I'll have post-it notes stuck to this side of the dashboard, just so that way you can quickly make any notes and not have to worry about them being too precious, but also not lost. All right, now here is where this setup is a little bit unique, I feel like, and sorry if I'm shaking the camera there. Yep. So all of that was my rings. I've got these itty bitty little rings. They're tiny little guys. I want to say they're 15 millimeters. I'm not really sure. I actually ordered a whole pile of them with intention of having some in my Etsy shop for you guys if we needed to. I've actually used most of them because I've got them in various places. So if you would like to get one and get one from me instead of having to pay the extra shipping of overseas stuff, if you can't find them, I should say, comment below and I will try and hook that up setup wise. But anyway, I've got this tiny ring section. It can fill out a little bit more than it is now, but it's nice and snug, and I just have it tucked onto my strings the way I do it. I have another video on that, a quick one of the rings on strings. So the first two strings of the 4 strings in my CocoaDaisy hold the rings. Then I have a quarter-year Stalogy. So this is actually, sorry, this is a half year. My January has the quarter. So this is a half-year Stalogy that I cut down. It was an A5, and so I cut it to a B6 in height, so it fits the B6 notebook just fine. And then I usually cut off just a little bit on the side so that way I can do tabs and things, and it doesn't, the tabs don't hang out of the Chic Sparrow as well. What I realized as I do tip-ins, and you'll see here in a minute, is that this sucker, it got fat very, very fast with how many tip-ins I did. And so I cut my January half year in half, so I have a quarter year, and that fits 2 months because I have 2 months in this one, and then I have quite a bit of, let's see if I can grab it quick. I've got like that much that isn't going anywhere. What's this loose paper? Oh, those are speaking of those monthly things, my monthly and yearly trackers. Okay, so anyway, that half year, quarter year Stalogy, I've just been sliding into the back pocket back there, and so that way I've got rings on strings and a notebook in my stringed traveler's notebook. This has worked so well. Like I said, I did it in November. I played around with it halfway through August I cut down a book because I was so behind in journaling. I didn't do anything for hardly like June or July, nothing. So I played around with it a little bit of having it split, and it worked really well. And so then in November, I went the full way. And sorry, these are bugging me. Okay. But in here, I do have my more journaling, actual like morning pages and things like that, as well as I put my trackers. So I've had trackers on rings before. I've had them in a Stalogy before. Because those rings are so skinny, I put them in the Stalogy. So I have a welcome page, still minus my stamps, but you know, this was just a Christmas movie list we got going on. Little bit of a vision board for the month, which was really fun. Then it goes right to my trackers. Now this month I figured out my trackers in it's not quite Dutch door, but they're staggered. So all three of these, I've got one skinny page here, another skinnier page or a thicker page, and then the full page with some washi. And that's my trackers for the month. I track a lot of things. And look how happy they are. They're very happy trackers. And so you just flip the book this way. These are printed pages that I've just glued. I printed them on Tomoe River paper, so they're nice and thin, and I just glue sticked them onto the pages. And with my November, I noticed that when I kept them all the same length, they were hard to get to, but this staggered way solved the problem all the way. And so yeah, so I've got sleep, I've got moods, I've got all sorts of different things that I'm doing in trackers. And then I just start with my month. So I have, like I said, morning pages, lots of scribbling, different things. And then I have planning pages. My planning pages are all tip-ins. So I print them on, oh my goodness, this is Tomoe. I have another paper that I really liked when it was in rings, but I've been doing them on Tomoe because they're thinner. So Tomoe River paper, I print a front and a back of these planning pages, and then I design the whole backer to match the month, so they're a little bit more than just a blank white page. And sometimes I'll add a little extra decorations if it comes up, and you'll see some of them are boring, some of them are pretty. I do have more weather tracking, so this is the accurate of the day tracking versus the week prediction. And then I do a tarot card pull every day and kind of what that tarot ends up like meaning the most to me. And then I started with these emoji. They're moods. I have a very sophisticated way of doing this. Here, let me grab it. It is, yeah, very, very, very specific. So I take my little ringed up, these are the head sheets from the Coffee Monster Co., all the little emoji heads. And in the morning, I wake up and I go, and right there. Whichever one it kind of calls out to me is the one I stick down. So they are like a mood tracker, but nothing specific. It just really adds a cute thing. It does make me come back to my planner because I want to make sure I do those pulled, and that, you know, just coming back to stick this sticker will then make me go, oh, and look at that, and then, oh, and look at that, and it just is really nice. So I leave these sheets completely free and tucked into the front of my planner for the week. I'll print the whole month. I keep a week in the fronts. And once I'm done filling in both sides, then I tip it in. Because typically now that means I've filled out that side and I've filled out this side. And so it just fits in there. And like I said, it fattened up this notebook a lot, but it worked really, really good. I really like it. And so yeah, so I have that kind of throughout. There are some days that got less love than others. Oh, and then here we go. Okay, so so I filled out the days, like, you know, decorations, some days, not others. This, you know, both my appointments got canceled, it looks like because of the snow. Really fun. And then at the end of each week, so Sundays, this is what, Thursday, yeah, so Friday and Saturday share a page, Monday, Tuesday share a page, Wednesday, Thursday share a page. So Sunday doesn't have a friend, so I actually did this weekly wrap up, and it's just some good questions and prompts of things that I do to wrap up and set up my week. And it's been a really nice way to finish a week. I'll actually be doing it after this video for this current week of January. And then I was doing these year in weeks pictures. I have them all in a ring setup that I was doing, and that's actually the caught up project I was working on. But each week I pick my favorite photos and assemble them in various ways for how many photos there are, and print them out and put them with the Sunday wrap up. And it has been so much fun. I ended up deciding to tab these as well, so I double made tabs, and so that way I can easily flip right to all my weekly reviews, because for my monthly review, that's all about looking at your weekly reviews and adding up all the information. And so this helps me flip to it much faster. And then of course I can flip to these wonderful pages with my cute puppies and yummy cookies and different things. So that little page just repeats. So I have, daily pages with a writing on one side, a planning on the other. Some days, so this one didn't get any writing, but it got extra pictures. This one got all writing, not even any decor. I needed to get something out, and it looks like I did. It was a bad day. This one got my 2024 planner plans, as clearly my brain was doing that in my notepad, and so that worked. Here is an example of where I didn't write, so I didn't do any journaling for Saturday or Sunday. So Friday got this, and then Saturday and Sunday. So I actually tipped them to, not together, but in together. So I tipped one down and then I tipped the other down. And that also worked out just fine. They're in here, no problem. You can hear the tape crinkling a little bit between the two. But for the most part, it doesn't bother me at all. Then we have another week is wrapped up, and it just continues. I'll do little notes if I need it. Photos on the certain days. I got the watercolor coming back, and the shiny watercolor, was such a fun thing. Big pictures. This picture in particular was really marking something, as far as I really want to make sure I'm walking more, and I have been. But my sweet Slim, who is 11 on her way to 12, just loves to hike. She loves it. It's her favorite. And so I keep stop denying ourselves so much fun. So that big picture really came out to help that. I'll do Happy Mail. I'll do big sticker sheets. This one unfortunately got a heck of a crinkle in it. But we got up really early and got to see this beautiful sunrise for our miles. More Happy Mail. That's usually how it happens, because I spend in the same chunk. And then another week is over. Another collection of photos, another tab. I did change up my weekly review. I think that's the first one, right? Yeah. So between this week and this week, this was redesigned, because the one, I have to find the link to it, but the one gentleman talking about weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly reviews mentioned about rating your weeks, and then there was just a few things of just tweaking it a little bit. So this got an update, and another fun day, another full word day. Someday I like doing these little extra kind of daily note decorations, really fun. That one got an extra special coat. I think that was from the tarot card for it. I like to change up how I do my dailies a lot. And we've got Christmas, which was really fun. This one, so obviously, so this is Christmas Eve, which my family ended up deciding was where we were going to do all of our Christmas things, and I found out that day. So it was a surprise Christmas, which was really fun. Here's another one so Saturday didn't get any, and there's a blank one. I didn't come back, but Saturday didn't have any journaling, and so these two are in here together. And here's an example of the weekly wrap-up that didn't happen. Christmas, Christmas Eve was Sunday, right? So yeah, Christmas, I had all that fun with my family, did the stuff. I didn't do the review. We were closed on Monday. I probably intended to do it on Monday and then didn't. But I did finish my week's photos. Big pictures are always fun. Little decoration. Here's, you know, very chill day. Nothing really happened because it's Christmas, right? So then we've got back to work. Here is a note to do Ellie Frisbee picture, and I apparently didn't go back and do that. So is that, it's week 53? Yep, I just missed it. So I'm gonna actually make myself a note right now to do that. Okay. So yeah, I'll come back and put an Ellie picture of the Frisbee, but this is really, really great trick. It's literally just pencil. I'll do it in pen as well, but I'll just mark down in pencil what picture I wanted there, and I'll do that for like the half day spreads. I think I did it for the slim one, this one for sure I did. I wrote down Ellie and Cal 4 pictures, and so when I'm flipping at the end of the week to do my full pictures, I will print this full picture on one side, and then any little ones that come up for the week that need to be printed, as well as those monthly teeny tiny pictures that go up here, all in one sheet of picture paper. And that's been working really well, other than missing this day here. But let's see, where that was that. So I was here. Then more pages. This one for whatever reason, I ended up writing that way that day. I've done it a couple times where I just wanted to do it that way. A little bit more decoration for that day. And then this was a fun washi day. We made, me, my mom, and my cousin, just practically the whole day. I had a class, but we did the morning and then we did after class too, of making a bunch of washi pages. And so I do that for the front, the front pages in my books, and then my mom calls them boo-boo papers, so she'll use these to cover up pages that didn't come out the way she wanted it to. But I wanted to do my January notebook, or my February notebook technically, and then we just wanted to show Ashley how fun it was. So we had a whole day, so I made a whole little extra decoration for it. There was still some tasks, and then because I ended up doing these cute little ones, I used it instead of doing journaling, instead of doing pictures, that documented what we did that day. And then this day got these really cute Christmas pictures. Someone had posted their kid doing the light from the Christmas tree, and so of course I did my kids doing it, and then it was able to go on that page. Really cute. Another sticker coming down with some New Year ideas. And then the last wrap up, because 2023 ended on a Sunday, and so that's the last of it. You see those pictures repeated here. I don't mind that. I like that. They're really pretty, and go from there. Filled it in. Ta-da! And so like I said, I just slide. Oh, and I do keep stickers that I collect throughout the use of the journal here in the back page, and then this is usually a washi lined one too, but just tucked into the back pocket, and it holds in there really nice. But then it's also really great to just take it out, and then for those journaling pages, so even like here where it's really thick, I can still open it up. If I'm going to be writing on this page, I can have it pretty flat. It's got a curve coming on. Being a little smaller is going to help with that in the future of it. But I was able to fit November and December. Started November a little late. I think the 6th for that. But for the most part, I think a quarter year is going to work just fine with how much it's bent like that. It should, yeah, I mean, it's going to be fat, but it shouldn't have that huge bulge. So wish me luck on that, and let me know if you end up trying it at all. I could let you know how I chopped mine in half and made the cover. I'll be doing the January flip through, so that way you guys can see a not quite before the pen, because today is the 7th, so I'm a week in, but you can see some of the things that are there without all my scribbles and stuff on them. And I hope you enjoyed the flip and that you're having some journaling fun in this new year. Don't forget to post questions below, give her a like, subscribe if you want to see me posting more things. That definitely encourages me to do so. And have yourself just a great day. Bye.